It's Kevin Andrew. I'm a product manager for the Dell Streak and wanted to give you an overview of the product today. Thank you. So this is the Dell Streak. This is a 5-inch device. It's a WVGA screen, so it's 800 by 480 pixels. It is a capacitive multi-touch screen. It's also made of Gorilla Glass. So it's extremely durable. It's a great technology from our partners at Corning. And so this is an Android-based product. It's a Qualcomm Snapdragon 1 gigahertz. And so one of the things that we've done when we were looking at developing this product is we did different user tests and see different screen sizes, how people kind of prefer different devices. And we kind of saw this change right around 4.5, 5 inches, where people started using devices above that size in more of a landscape orientation as opposed to a portrait orientation. And they tend to be more of a data device instead of a voice device. And so in developing the Streak, one of the things we wanted to do is we knew we wanted to build an Android-based product. But if you look at what Android had to offer, it was principally a portrait experience. It was a smartphone operating system. And so one of the things that we wanted to do was extend the platform and build in new capabilities that really kind of changed it from a smartphone operating system into more of a tablet operating system. And so we've done that by kind of creating different things. So we've got a landscape-oriented experience. You can kind of pan from side to side here with different things. You have some of the traditional Android user experience elements that you'll see. So for instance, the notification tray, instead of pulling it down from the top, you tap on the notification tray here and it will pop open and close. And then the other thing is also you can quickly switch between the ones that you have in your favorites here. But then if you want to, you can also expand it and get the full list of applications that are on your device, just like you'd expect to see in the app tray. But you can kind of choose a little bit about how you want to set up your device and how you want to move around it and navigate it. And so what it allows you to do is, for instance, if you're in the browser and you're viewing a web page and you wanted to jump over and say go to the market and look at different apps, you can do that very seamlessly without having to go out to the home screen, root around for stuff you've either got on a home screen or get into the app drawer and find it. You can actually get at it right here from within the user experience and have it be real quick and seamless and easy. So some of the other things that we wanted to focus on with having a large 5-inch screen is, okay, so what are some of the things that a 5-inch screen is going to do better than other devices with different screen sizes? And enjoying multimedia content is definitely one of them. So being able to watch movies on a screen like this, it is a Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, so it's very powerful, able to do high definition output. So you can watch the videos here on the device with the 480p resolution, essentially, but it also has the ability with the 30-pin port that we have on the bottom here to do up to 720p video output over HDMI. And so for being able to say, you're watching this movie, and like I'm in Chicago, I ride the train from the office back into the city. I've got like a 30 or 40 minute commute. I can go ahead and start watching a movie, and then I get home and I can toss it into my home audio video dock and continue watching the movie with my home theater system instead of just watching it here on the device. And so it's a way that you can kind of extend the user's experience from just being consolidated to the device itself, but also being a richer experience that goes beyond the device with select peripherals and accessories. And then, of course, one of the other things that's a great experience beyond multimedia is maps. And so, maps is definitely one of those things where bigger is absolutely better because you can get more information on the screen at a given time. You can see more streets. You can see the names of the streets. They're more legible. But then also, with the ability for navigation. Sorry, it's tough to do this backwards. Here we go. I look for my favorite truffle shop here in the San Francisco area. So I can come over here and I can do navigation, and it will pop into the full screen Google Maps with navigation experience that you've seen from other devices. But on a 5-inch screen, it makes it a much richer experience because you've got all this area here. You can now position this in a number of different places in the car and still be very easy to access it with your hand and kind of being able to reach it in the car, but then also being able to see it no matter where you place it. And so it's not only a kind of usability thing, it's also a safety thing. It makes it easier for customers to use. And we do have a car kit that we offer that provides support for using it in a car safely in a hands-free environment. So we'll go ahead and exit navigation. And then also being able to, so we showed browsing the web, but being able to do pinch to zoom, being able to scroll around the page. But what's nice about having a larger screen like this and having a 5-inch screen is you can actually view an entire web page the way the publisher intends it, because you can get all the content on the screen and have it be legible without having to kind of squint to see it or zoom in to be able to get a better view of the content. And so that's a couple of the things that kind of make having a 5-inch device better, and some of the things that we really like about the Dell Streak.
Can you show us the input panels, so the keyboard?
Yeah, so this does have, so this is a full QWERTY keyboard as well as a number pad. So one of the things that I find is really useful for having a keyboard like this is anytime you're dealing with like usernames and passwords and things like that with alphanumerics or typing in URLs or links or different things like that, having a full keyboard with that number pad on there is super helpful. And then being able to switch back and forth between different symbols and everything pretty easily.
Is there any feedback on it?
So it does have haptic feedback. So I'm a recovering QWERTY guy, physical QWERTY guy, and so having the haptic feedback is really nice on a touchscreen because it gives me that tactile feedback that I've pressed a button, still being able to register that to the user. And then, what other parts did you want to see?
I think that was it. That's good.
So, and the other thing is also, on top of all of this, it also has phone capability. So in addition to having kind of all the things that you'd expect from a tablet to do well, it still has the ability to make voice calls. Cellular voice, not just voice over IP.